We called it Soccer First, taking the Premier League across the pond.
Welcome to We Called It Soccer First, indeed, taking the Premier League across the pond. This is a Premier League podcast for our American, Canadian, Mexican and foreign listeners. We're very, very well. You're very welcome. My name is Nick Britten. As always, I'm joined by Ken Davies. Ken, how's your week going?
It's going all right, actually. It's only Tuesday, but it feels like we've done an awful lot. It is a long way still from the weekend, but we're going to do predictions today, aren't we? Because I'm looking forward to that, because that was a very tight fought contest last time we did it. So I'm looking forward to getting back on the predictions bandwagon.
Yeah, I should say, when you say it's only Tuesday, what you mean is it's actually Wednesday.
It's not.
What you mean? No, it is. It's actually Wednesday. So you've got your days wrong. So congratulations for that. That's a good start, isn't it? So what we're going to do is pick out to begin with 3 lessons each from the Community Shield, which is the traditional curtain raiser of the season. That took place on Sunday between Arsenal and Manchester City, and Arsenal absolutely romped. It's the only way to describe it. Romped home. In that game, they beat Manchester City very comfortably 3-0. So we're going to pick out 3 key lessons from that particular game. You are the ref, obviously. Continued quiz, as we do every podcast, about the laws of the game to help everybody understand the laws of the game. After the hydration break, we move into second half. More FIFA Watch. Infantino under more pressure. Sackings and slatings and all sorts of things going on there, and then we'll be heading straight into predictions. So our predictions for this weekend's game, of course, the Premier League is less than 48 hours away. It kicks off on Friday night, Arsenal versus Coventry, and then a full load of fixtures all over the weekend. So we are going to be looking at those and all of that. And then, of course, also kicking off on Friday night is the We Called It Soccer First Fantasy Football League. Big round of applause there.
What, 13 players now, Nick? 13 players from around the world. And we can't have 13. It's like the Last Supper, isn't it? You can't have 13. So we need at least one more.
Who will be Jesus? Who will be who will be Joseph? No, that's wrong. He wasn't there. Who will be Judas? Who will be Jesus when the season ends? No, we need more. Come on, we need more. We need more. So if you're into your fantasy football, come and join the league. The link to our league is on the show notes at the bottom of this podcast. So do join in. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. But it's going well, to be fair. We've doubled the number from last week, so we're doing well.
Loads of people.
We're doing well. And then we'll finish the podcast, as always, with Guess the Player. 90 seconds to guess the player. Today, I am presenting the player to Ken. He has 90 seconds to guess. Let's hope he improves on his woeful record so far.
Bring it on.
Right. Yeah, you might want to suck your pipe, my friend, but it's not helping you so far.
All right.
That's after the podcast. Right, okay. Charity Shield then, or Community Shield as we now must call it. Community Shield was played on Sunday. Everybody expected a close game. It was our first proper look at Arsenal and Manchester City as we go into the new season. Manchester City conceded, or indeed Arsenal scored, after about 25 seconds. And the game continued very much on that trend. Ken, what did you make of it?
Well, I thought it was a really interesting game, actually. It was deadly serious. The 2 teams were going at each other in the sense of they knew that this was going to lay down a marker for the rest of the season. They are the 2 outstanding teams in the Premier League, and Arsenal were just miles better. And obviously, City are a bit of a work in progress. They've lost Rodri and things like that. I just think by the time City have sorted themselves out, Arsenal will be over the hill and far away. Arsenal were just, even though they had much less possession, I think they had about 40% possession rather than 60% City, they just looked much more menacing every time they had the ball. You get the impression, one of the takeaways, maybe the big takeaway I got from this was Arsenal can score from a variety of players in a variety of situations. City are too dependent on Haaland, and they just didn't feed the beast. and they was unsuccessful at doing that, and therefore they struggled. I think City are going to be one of those teams that scores a lot of goals against a lot of teams and struggles against the really good ones.
So your first takeaway is they are too dependent on Erling Haaland.
I think so.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good takeaway. That's a good takeaway. Um, I'll join him. I'll join in with the takeaway now. I think, and I thought this, quite a lot last season. I think Manchester City have made a big mistake in buying Gianluca Donnarumma.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he was at fault for any of the goals?
Yes, I think he was. I think he made a bit of a hash of all three, if I'm honest with you. He came, Donnarumma, with what did I call him? Gianluca, Gianluigi. Sorry, I call him Gianluca. I know somebody called Gianluca. Gianluigi Donnarumma. He came with a massive reputation. He came with a reputation of a Champions League winner, and he came to replace Ederson at a time when James Trafford, let's not forget, had gone to Burnley and
Good
was expected
keeper.
to come back as Manchester City's number one. In fact, he returned as Manchester City's number one from Burnley. Thought he was going to get a run in the team, and then about 2 weeks later they signed Donnarumma. It appeared at the time not because they were really chasing Donnarumma, but because he suddenly became available.
Yeah.
And Trafford had a couple of games at the start of last season. To be fair, didn't cover himself in glory. That was it for him. I don't think last season Donnarumma was that good. I think he's massively overhyped. And on Sunday, when you look at all the three goals, I thought his positioning wasn't great for the first one. I thought for the second one, he's made just a complete hash of it. Even though, I know the header's coming at him at pace from a few yards out, but his body's there. He somehow saved it and then unsaved it and allowed it to roll underneath him into the net. And a third one is quite frankly just plain embarrassing because Odegaard, isn't it?
He sold him nicely. Odegaard did, didn't he?
And he's feigned, and Donnarumma's dived to his
Oh, yeah,
left.
he's gone like that, sack of spuds, hasn't he?
And Odegaard's just standing there with the ball at his feet and just sort of walks it in.
Guardiola didn't exactly
he made
cover
Donnarumma
himself
look
with glory on that one. Guardiola didn't exactly cover himself with glory. I mean, Odegaard just waltzed past him as well.
So I think Trafford's it would be a better bet. I think they should have played him last season. He's now gone to Leeds for £45 million. I think it's a brilliant deal for Leeds. I think it's one of the transfers of the season so far. And I hope he does very, very well. He is very much in line to take over from Jordan Pickford in the England goal in the coming years. And that's one of my key takeaways.
Yeah, it's interesting point. I think my second one is actually I think the job that Maresca's got at City is a bigger job than we thought. We thought it was going to be a kind of a simple handover. He knows the ropes, he knows the players, he knows the system, he knows the club. But actually, when it looked very disjointed. It didn't really look like if this was a team with a lot of clear conviction about who they were, what they were trying to do, what the system was, all those kind of things. Now, they're playing a very good team in Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal were at the best. I mean, there's still things for Arsenal to improve on. I mean, Saka hardly had any of the game in terms of, he's still coming back really from the World Cup. But the City project is a bigger project than we originally thought. I think I said last weekend that I think Arsenal are going to win this by a clearer margin than last year. And I think if City are the second best team in the Premier League, they could win by double figure points this season. If that game was anything to go by, they were on a different level.
Yeah, I think it's very dangerous looking at any Community Shield or Community Shield style game and go, right, well, that's a predictor for the season. We all know that Rodri has completed his transfer now to Barcelona. We know that Bernardo Silva's left. We know that David Silva left last year. They are lacking creativity. If you think of those three, if you think of players like Kevin De Bruyne, they don't have anybody in that team now who can do something magical. Even thinking of going back to even players like Gundogan. That's it. I knew it. Players like him.
We've got Semenyo. Semenyo's a great player. Doku, great player.
Yeah, but they are wide players.
Yeah, they are.
They won't kind of drift in field. They won't unlock defenses. They're a bit more sort of direct, physical, fast, athletic players. Whereas they're not magicians
Mm.
like De Bruyne, like David Silva, like Bernardo Silva.
No,
They're
they
not
won't
like
unlock a defence in quite the same way.
no, and they miss that. Now that midfield at the moment, there's a gaping hole there, and they've signed Elliot Anderson. That's fine; he's a good player, no problem at all. But they're missing something, and they're linked very heavily with Enzo Fernandez. But I don't think he's anywhere near the level of the players that have left.
No, you're right in what you say about it's not a big sample size. One game, 90 minutes, start of the season. You,
Well, Haaland looked off it, didn't he? He still
you
looks. He looked
well,
like he was
Haaland,
still on the pitch.
Haaland just didn't. I don't think was very well served by the rest of the team,
No,
quite
not at
honestly.
all. Not at all.
And if I was Haaland, I'd be pretty dissatisfied as well. The other thing to say, of course, Arsenal's defence, losing Saliba and whatever, that should have been a big thing. And it didn't look like it. I really like to look at Calafiori. I'd get him in your fantasy team. He looks. I mean, he's got some goals in him.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
that goal beautifully. But
Yep.
what a pass, by the way! And we shouldn't say, after 29 seconds or whatever it was, that Lewis Skelly pass, how he saw that pass, eyes in the back of his head, beautiful delivery, and I could have scored that one.
I think I counted from kickoff. I think I did. I count nine. I can't quite remember now because I was doing it the other day, and I should have written this down. I think I counted 9 or 10 passes, and no Manchester City player meaningfully touched the ball.
They never touched the ball before the
There was
goal.
a little
No.
deflection, which meant
Yeah,
one of the
but
players
but
did
but
touch
that
the ball,
doesn't
but
count.
it wasn't a meaningful touch before they conceded a goal.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. Extraordinary. So my second takeaway is the hole in Manchester City's midfield is going to be incredibly difficult to fill.
Yeah, interesting. Does this change your view of where? Because you've got City winning this.
Yes, I'm starting to row back on that. I'm starting
Yeah.
to row back on that a little bit. I mean, I think, like you, and again, I'm trying not to make this. Oh, they were rubbish in the Community Shield, therefore they've got no chance. I'm trying to. That's not the discussion to have. But I wonder if, as you've quite rightly said, it's a harder job than we thought.
I think it
And I
is.
think, and I hadn't really considered until I watched it and then thought about it. That midfield looks weak
Well,
compared to the
I tell
Manchester
you
City
what,
midfields that we're used to.
the cherry on the icing of the cake of that midfield looking weak was Jack Grealish got on in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's not good enough. That ain't winning the Premier League.
No. However, my third takeaway, and to be fair, all my takeaways were about Man City because actually I thought Arsenal played a very Arsenal game and they were very good. So I haven't really got a takeaway for Arsenal because they were as good as we know they are. Their players played well, and I didn't really learn anything from Arsenal. So my third takeaway is also Man City, and that was that's around. It's a bit of good news, really, I suppose. It's around perhaps the phoenix from the ashes that is Phil Foden, who I thought was arguably their best player, and I thought did play very well. I thought he did play very well. And when you look at his stats, he made 34 passes and only missed one. So his passing accuracy stats were right up there. He laid on 2 crosses. He made 4 recovery runs, and he was bombing up and down the right hand side, cutting inside. And he looked like the Foden a little bit, the Foden of old, the Foden of 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Good value, fantasy football.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to play.
I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering about that now. So my third takeaway is Phil Foden back? Now, one swallow does not a summer make. Just because he's had a good game in the Community Shield doesn't mean to say that he's back to his best, because he's had 2 years where he's barely featured. He's fallen out of the England reckoning completely. Didn't play much for Man City in the last couple of years. He's spoken. Last year he spoke a lot about his mental health troubles and all of that, and we feel for him. It would be great to see him back, because the Phil Foden that broke onto the scene was sensational.
Yeah.
Absolutely sensational. So that's my third takeaway. My third takeaway is perhaps Maresca will signal the return of Phil Foden.
Well, that'd be interesting. I mean, I think I'm just looking at City's first 5 games. Bournemouth at home. I mean, Bournemouth are not no pushovers, but they
Well, we
should
don't know. We
win.
don't know. We don't know anything about Bournemouth post Iriola.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't know what they're going to be like.
They could be anything. Uh, Palace away won't be easy. Coventry at home, they should win that. Man United, Man City, fourth game in. That'll be an interesting game. And then Sunderland at home. I mean, City have got a decent start, and you know that's good for them. They need to get the cobwebs blown away as fast as they possibly can. And there were a lot of cobwebs there on Sunday.
Yep. Yep. So there we are. There's the Community Shield, and it didn't really turn out how we both predicted Man City win, didn't we, on Saturday's podcast?
Yeah,
Shows
I thought they would.
And it wasn't to be. Arsenal very, very comfortable winners, and work for Enzo Maresca to do, certainly. That whistle can mean one thing and one thing only. It's time for You Are the Ref.
I'm doing pretty well in You Are the Ref, I seem to think.
You are doing well. You got the last one absolutely nailed on. So I'm expecting big things from you, Kenny. Big things. Right. New rules question, because everybody needs to get used to the new rules. Under the new rules that are coming into play this season, Ken, how long does a player have to leave the pitch on being substituted, and what happens if he doesn't? As a referee, what do you do if he doesn't?
Okay.
So how long does a player have to leave a pitch after being subbed? So his board goes up, his number comes up. How long does he have to get off the pitch, and what happens if he doesn't do that?
No idea, but I think 30 seconds to get off sounds about reasonable amount. If he doesn't get off in that time, he receives the yellow card, but the substitution can still go ahead.
Okay. On every single level, you got that wrong, because it's the opposite of everything, everything you just said.
The opposite. How can it be the opposite of being 30 seconds to get off the pitch? What? Because you've got
the rest of it.
okay.
So you've got 10 seconds to get off the pitch.
10 seconds.
Okay. Yep. 10 seconds to go. So we're now seeing, and I've seen this already in games where players are now running off the pitch after being subbed. It's great, isn't it?
That's great to hear, but 10 seconds seems a little bit tight to me.
Well, you can go off at various, the nearest point of exit.
That's good. That's good. That's a good thing.
Well, that's been going on for years.
Yeah, but people haven't done it. It hasn't been enforced.
Get rid of game. And none of this walking around, clapping the crowd, and this, that, and the other. So you've got 10 seconds to get off the pitch. If that doesn't happen, you still have to leave the pitch, and the referee then kicks the game off, restarts the game. With only 10 players on the pitch, you're not allowed to bring the substitute on.
Wow, radical.
So you have to play you then have to play a minimum of 60 seconds
with 10 players.
With 10 players, but after that 60 seconds, the sub can't just run on. You have to wait until there's a break in play. So if the ball doesn't go out for 5 minutes, you're playing with 10 men for 5 minutes.
That is really radical, and that's going to really shake things up.
It's a great law. The laws they're bringing in are really good, by the way, to cut down on time wasting. You've got the 5-second throw in, which you correctly got right on Saturday. Now it's the 10-second substitution. So they are looking at all the ways that players waste time and doing something about it. Now,
I hope this is rigorously, and I hope we see some consistency in this.
Well, I hope we do, and I'm waiting for the first time it will happen. I should say, I went to a game, as you know, on Saturday. I went to see Derby down at Charlton.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Do you know what? We had a great day. We found a lovely.
I'm not interested in how many pints you had. I mean, how was the football?
No, pretty what I'd expect.
Pretty Derby.
Which was
it was extremely Derby, wasn't it?
It kind of was. No, to be fair, it was. It was a very poor start by both teams. It was a very one of those opening day of the season where they all looked a bit rusty and this and the other. Then Derby had a good spell and scored a goal, and did what Derby do when they score a goal generally, which is go, right, okay, lads, we'll try and defend for the next 20 hours or whatever it was, hour.
Which
long.
never, ever works.
And we let 2 goals in towards the end of the game.
And lost 2-1.
And lost 2-1. And it felt like a massive opportunity lost. I don't think it was a game we deserved to win, but I think probably a point aside would have been a perfectly fair result, but we can't. We were doing this last season. We get a goal and then we don't try and go and get a second or third, because that was the one when we scored was the one period of the game I think where we had Charlton really on a back foot.
Yeah, go 2-0 up there.
Interestingly though, we had hydration breaks. And our hydration break came as soon as Derby scored, so we put the ball in the back of the net, and then the ref blew for a hydration break.
Oh, very odd.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's not a standard thing, is it?
I don't know. I didn't know we were doing it. Maybe just whilst it's hot. I've no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so there you go. That's the rules. That is the rules on substitutions.
Every day's a school day.
Yeah. So
well, it is for me, to be honest, not for you.
Yeah. One day you might get one of these right.
Well, I did last week. I think you'll find.
Yeah. One swallow does not a summer make. For the second time
this is true.
Podcast. Yeah. All right. This is the bit where you play the sting.
Oh, is it?
It's hydration. It's our very own hydration.
Oh, our hydration break. Okay, hang on now.
Goodness me.
We called it soccer first, taking the Premier League across the pond.
Do get in touch with us. We are delighted to receive your communications and your emails. soccerpodfirst@gmail.com.
Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com. Soccerfirstpod, as in, the name of the podcast. Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com.
Is that what it is?
Pod first soccer. Gmail at pod soccer first.
I could never remember.
Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com. Listen to Uncle Ken. You'll never get it wrong.
Right. Okay. So what is it?
Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com.
Okay.
We called it soccerfirstpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, soccer. I was just checking.
Yeah, it is it.
Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
It's not Road to World Cup 26 at gmail.
No, it's not.
Although if you email that, it might still come through. I don't know. Let us know what you're thinking. Give us ideas for the podcast. We want to hear from you. Give us your predictions for the Premier League.
Yeah,
very keen to hear on those. And any other football related story that you can think of, do let us know. We'll try and read them out. We'll try and get a good shout out for you, and all of that. Now we did mention it a little bit before, but Friday marks the start of the Premier League season as Arsenal take on Coventry City, newly promoted Coventry City. I'm going to a little plug here, mate. A little plug. So this podcast is
brilliant.
Glad you think so. Is distributed by a company in America, in Texas, called Hooligan Sports. Hooligan Sports have a little company that's associated with it called Hooligan Soccer. And I write content for Hooligan Soccer. I write sports. I write blogs, football blogs, soccer blogs.
AI is great, isn't it? AI is brilliant.
No.
AI is fantastic.
Do you know what? I get quite annoyed about all this.
We've got him, everyone. We've got him. Let's reel him in. Come on. We got him in the AI hook. Come on.
I do get I'm not precious about Notkin, but I'm precious about 23 years.
Oh, here we go.
On the national media writing for very prestigious newspapers.
Yeah.
Only for people to think, oh, you can do this in 2 seconds on AI now.
Yeah. You can do it on 2 seconds.
Right. Anyway.
Nick's actually AI. He's not real. He's actually AI generated, aren't you? Well, you're a little hologram.
I wish I was, because I could turn myself off from you. So I've written sort of 4 or 5 previews of Premier League teams. One of them that I wrote today was Coventry City, which I think is being published in the next 2 or 3 days. I quite fancy Coventry for this season. I had them down to go down, but now that I've done a load of research into them, I'm not so sure anymore.
You mean you've looked what I've said, which is they're finishing 16th. No, 14th.
I finished it by saying what I said on the podcast the other week, which is in previous seasons they would have had a good chance of staying up, but all the teams that are down the bottom are going to be either better or they've been relegated. So Wolves we knew were going, they've gone. West Ham have been wallowing around there, they've gone. Tottenham, Forest, Leeds have got a lot better. There's a gap there. It's going to be
tough, but I think they're going to make it. They've got a good manager.
Coventry Arsenal Friday, and we hope Coventry will give them a good.
Oh, we're doing predictions now then.
No, not yet.
Oh.
Oh, we can do it, I suppose. Yeah,
Yeah,
there is
let's
an
do
extra running on
predictions.
this, so you have to do predictions, right? Okay.
All I need is home, away, or draw, and then
Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this weekend's fixtures: home, away, or draw, and shout out, shout out. I'll tell you what you can do, listeners. I'll tell you what you can do. You can email us at soccer first.
soccerfirstpod@gmail.com. Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com, everyone.
You could,
You can
you could.
email us at
Okay.
soccerfirstpod@gmail.com.
Do you not know the email address? Come on, get with the game. Uh, with your predictions. So
Yeah,
every week, and we can do a little predictions league. You can join our
yeah,
predictions league. Every week, Ken and I will go up against anybody, any of you who wants to try and beat us at predictions.
yeah. It's going to be a
And we'll have a
difficult thing to
little,
do.
and we'll have a little league. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
There'll
As
be
long as you
three
get them in
teams.
before Friday. Okay.
There'll be three teams in this league, Ken. There'll be
Mm,
you, there'll be
mm,
me, and
mm.
there'll be listeners, our listeners.
Our listeners. Okay, what if we get 9
I
people
know. I'm just
replying?
thinking about that.
You
Might
haven't
not
thought
work.
this through, have you?
No, because I've just made it up.
Soccerfirstpod@gmail.com.
I've just made it up. But it's a good thing to do.
I
Email
like
us
the
in your
idea. I like the
predictions,
idea. I like the idea. See,
and we'll kind of
someone might beat us.
we'll just it might be you. Everybody should probably beat Ken, but every week we'll do a little thingy, a little
Let's
league.
do a little
So
thingy every week. Okay.
yeah,
So,
come on,
all
email.
right, Nick, let's go for this then. Arsenal against Coventry, home, away, or draw?
Home win,
Same for me. Hull against Man United.
away win,
Uh, Agreed. Everton against Palace.
home win.
I'm going for a draw.
No, draw.
No,
Change,
no, no.
change the
No,
mind.
no, no,
Draw.
no, no.
No, no,
You
no, no,
said
no, no,
home
draw.
win. You can't just say draw after I say draw.
Draw. No. I
No,
was just
you're
thinking about
down as an H now, mate. Ipswich against Sunderland.
away win,
I'm going for a draw. Forest against Leeds.
draw.
I'm going for a home win. Brentford against Spurs.
That's a difficult one, that is.
It
De
is.
Zerbi's new look Tottenham. I quite fancy them. I think they'll do all right this season. But it's the
Brentford at home,
first
though.
game. And Brentford have done really well. They're settled. I think a narrow home win here.
Okay. I'm going for an away win. Brighton against Villa.
Yeah, home win.
Home win.
Villa are all over the place at the moment, players wise. They'll get better, but they're all over the place.
Okay. Sounds like the same as last season. I'm going for a draw.
What do you go for a draw?
Draw. Man City against Bournemouth.
Home win.
Draw for me. Newcastle against Liverpool.
Away win.
Oh, blimey, keep your voice down, mate. The missus might hear you. Away win for me as well. And Fulham against Chelsea.
She won't like that. Away win.
Away win for me as well. So that's what we've gone for. Please get your predictions in as well. We'd be interested, and we will keep a note of them. And if there's someone out there who wants to do it every week, we'll make sure you're part of the team as well, and we'll keep score.
Yeah, that's fine. That was a bit rapid, that section.
Rapid?
Yeah, do we not need a slightly more kind of considered discussion on this?
No, we don't. We need to get bam, 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 bam. Because we spent 15 minutes saying soccerfirstpod@gmail.com, didn't we?
Well, you did.
Yes, I did.
didn't.
Yeah, you said pod's first soccer at outlook.gb. Anyway, go on.
But that's not the email address, so why are you saying that? Are you excited for the new season, Ken?
I'm very excited for the new season. I'm very, very excited for the new season. You know what I'm particularly interested about the new season is, as I always am, I'm more interested in the bottom than the top. Don't take it in the way I know you're going to take it.
No change there, then.
And I'm more interested in the bottom than the top. I think the bottom 10 places of the Premier League are going to be very, very interesting watch this season. I think we're going to have some teams that aren't normally down there. Newcastle, I'm looking at you, right in there. I think Sunderland are going to be in there. I think Fulham are going to be in there. I think one of the teams going up is going to be okay, and that the only one that can be is Coventry. So I think it's going to be a really fascinating season from day one. I do think the top's going to be a bit of a procession. I can't see anyone getting past Arsenal. I just can't. But I think the lower reaches are exciting, and that's great.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's Ken's. If you're excited about Ken's bottom as his, that's what the new season will bring. Were you excited last night, Ken, in the 97th minute of the game between Cardiff and Wrexham, when Wrexham were
No,
winning 1-0?
no,
I
no,
bet you
no,
were.
no.
I bet you were.
I was deeply frustrated by it.
No. You wouldn't. You would have been very happy
I was
in
very
the
happy in the
97th
97th. I
minute.
was less happy in the 98th minute when that
Yeah,
free kick went in.
when Cardiff equalised with the very last kick of the game.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to FIFA, something much more entertaining.
Yeah, go on then. What's been going on at FIFA? There's more drama,
There is
more
because
chaos.
Kevin Lamour, and there's no love lost between him and Infantino. But
Oh, l'amour.
exactly, Kevin Lamour has been sacked. He's the head of operations for FIFA 3 weeks after he came out, criticised very, very clearly the FIFA Forward Enterprise. Remember this FFE thing that got binned a few weeks ago? He said it was the project of one person. It said it's simply the project of Infantino. There was no kind of delegation. There was no kind of agreement about it. It was his own idea. Lamour wasn't very happy. He said, if I get sacked for saying what I'm saying, at least I'll be able to sleep easier. Well, now we can sleep easier because he has been
Sleep,
sacked.
you can sleep as easy as you like. Ain't got a
Yeah,
job.
you have a lie in tomorrow, Kevin, because you're not going to work. So, I mean, Infantino didn't even do the sacking. He passed it on to his henchman, if I can say that word, Matthias Grafström. He did the sacking. But it's just another nail in the coffin, isn't it? And if there's a
Hang
situation,
on. Nail of what coffin though? Because
well,
it doesn't look like it's going to be the nail in Infantino's coffin at the moment.
no, I don't think it is, but I want to come to that in a second. The the thing is, though, let's remember what FIFA is. FIFA isn't a corporate massive company where someone owns the business, like, Bezos. It's not that. It's a charity. It's supposed to be an organization run for non-profit reasons for the benefit of world football. Doesn't feel like it's being run like that. It feels like it's being run by as a one-man fiefdom. And if you don't agree with him, you're out. Any
Or as you should say, a one-man FIFA-dom.
Oh, very good. Yeah, a one-man fiefdom. The thing is, any organisation that ends up running like that, where it doesn't take internal criticism or doesn't take internal dissent, it's only heading one way and it's not upwards. So I think one day, when the book is written about this period of FIFA's life, this will be a very dark time in FIFA's life. And essentially, things have got to change at FIFA, but I don't think they're going to change for the next 5 years.
No, I mean, predictably, it has brought those in UEFA out in fury, because let's face it, UEFA have been leading the anti-Infantino charge. So here's an opportunity to stick the boot in again. UEFA Vice President Laura McAllister says the move here sends a, quote, deeply troubling message to us all seeking change, and is very unimpressed with it all. She says, I know Kevin Lamour to be an honourable and exemplary sports leader, who's a trusted colleague, etc. So UEFA, they're getting involved in all of this, criticising FIFA, saying that it weakens FIFA's administration, undermining a unique opportunity to shift culture at FIFA and to reset the organisation on sporting values, not simply commercial and financial ones. So, getting torn in there. Interestingly, criticism also from FIFA this week, or in the last couple of, today actually. This is a Today story from Richard Masters, who is the chief executive of the Premier League, and the Premier League is probably more powerful than most countries on the planet when it comes to football and football broadcasting and football rights and all of these kind of things. And he's weighed into this debate, saying that the FIFA president has, quote, pressed the self-destruct button by delivering, quote, a self-inflicted wound, unquote, with his World Cup sell-off plan. So Infantino getting it in the neck, not just from figures within the international federations, but Richard Masters, chief executive of the Premier League. He's a big name in the world.
Yeah, He is. The problem is for all these people who oppose Infantino is what you remember is how it works. There's 211 countries in FIFA. Every one has the same weight. Cape Verde and England have one vote each, and that's the problem. It's interesting if you look through the different confederations of FIFA. UEFA's got 55 votes, got 55 countries. They're against him. The CAF, the African one's got 54. They're for him to a man. So forget UEFA. It's all cancelled out by Africa. The CONCACAF kind of against him. AFC, big part of the AFC, the Asian Federation, are for him. CONMEBOL, which is the smallest one, but it's South America, they're all for him. So, there's
as our Oceania as well.
Yeah, so you've got suddenly all he needs is 106 countries to support him, and Morocco supports him, and Argentina support him. So I think we are looking at more Infantino time. By the way, interestingly, and it's worth knowing, if you're going to run against him, Nick, you've got to declare yourself as a candidate by the 18th of November.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I've got my letter half written.
I can't see anybody standing against him. The one I want to stand against him, who I've been a bit disappointed about, is Arsene Wenger. I thought Arsene Wenger would be a magnificent president of FIFA because he's a really smart guy. But he kind of seems to have, he's within Infantino's, team now.
Very odd. Yeah, very odd. Because he was critical. He was critical of the regime, I'm sure. Not that long ago.
Yeah, but it's all looking, however we moan in UEFA, we just got to remember we've got exactly the same vote as Uzbekistan.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, I mean, look, why don't we knock FIFA Watch on the head in that case?
No,
bit of a waste of time now.
It's my favourite bit.
Thanks.
I love a bit of FIFA Watch.
Okay, I'll think of something else to come up with a podcast if we're not going to do FIFA Watch.
No. We've got to keep FIFA. I'm going to start a FIFA Watch podcast.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Right, we're going to finish the podcast as we always do with Guess the Player. Ken, okay. You have 90 seconds from when I say go by asking me lots of questions, and I will say yes or no. And at any stage of that 90 seconds, you can guess the player I am thinking of. Go.
Is he an attacker?
No, he's not.
Midfielder?
Yes, he is.
Southern team?
Not particularly.
Midlands team?
Yes.
Oh, God. Aston Villa?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Aston Villa midfielder.
Are you all shouting at the radio? Well, not the radio. I'll say that. Are you shouting? It's my career in radio.
Aston Villa midfielder.
I still say shouting the radio. Are you all shouting at your phones or?
Oh my God! Who will it be? It'll be. No, that's the Scottish guy. Is he Scottish? McGinn.
Yes.
McGinn.
Correct.
God.
I mean, I should ask for a first name, but I'll give you that because
John.
Yes, it was so poor. Yeah, no, you're right. 49 seconds.
No, not bad. Anything in front of the minute is okay.
I think anything in the 90-minute games aren't won in the first minute. They're won
exactly. So I scored in the 46th minute then?
49th minute.
49th minute. That's all right. 1-0. That's fine. All works. Great. John McGinn. Thanks, John.
Well done. Right. Okay. I hope you got that at home. And we will sign off for this podcast. So thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's been lovely to have your company. Don't forget to get in touch. You've got the email address.
Nick. I didn't press record. Yes, I did. Sorry, mate. Made me laugh anyway, and the rest of the listeners, because your face is just just a picture.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. Because it'd be the sort of stupid thing you do or not do. That's why. But the listeners won't get it because they've listened to the whole podcast, so you must have pressed record.
That's true. But anyway, we did it just for the benefit of you. I just wanted to see your reaction to that. Anyway, it's
such a
night time. I'm off to go and sit in a tree and hoot for the rest of
Yeah,
the
yeah, good. Yeah, Mister Crapping Barn Owl. If you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to the last episode. Right, we'll see you again on Saturday morning, by which time the season would have kicked off. We will know whether Arsenal are off to a flyer. We will know whether Frank Lampard has thrown a spanner in the works, and the season really gets underway now. So thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Send your
Look after
predictions
yourselves.
in.
Indeed,
Join
send
the
your predictions
fantasy
in.
team.
Oh, you got till well, it's a bit late now because we've done this one, but starting next week, before. It needs to be kind of before Tuesday, really, because we do it on this sort of either Tuesday, Wednesday podcast. But until we speak to you on Saturday, look after yourselves, look after each other. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We called it soccer first, taking the Premier League across the pond.